In our previous video, we looked at the different modes of transmission. Microbes enter our body through water, vectors, air, and sexual contact. Microbes are likely to affect the organ systems in which they gain an entry into. When we breathe in infectious agents, they will affect our respiratory system. For example, tuberculosis bacteria will enter our lungs when we breathe these microbes in. The typhoid bacterium, which has entered our body via the food, and the water will remain in the gut lining of the body. The jaundice virus will affect the liver as it is caused by excessive bile pigments in the blood. So whichever organ system they gain an entry into, they affect that same one. So we saw that these microbes affect an organ system. However, HIV, which is generally a sexually transmitted virus, spreads to all the lymph nodes of the body. Japanese encephalitis virus is carried by mosquitoes, and this virus affects the brain. It is also called as brain fever. What about the symptoms of the disease? When a microbe enters a specific organ, the symptoms of the disease would be organ-specific. What do you mean by organ-specific? If the brain is suffering from some kind of infection, what do you think would be the symptoms? Headaches, fever, fits, vomiting, and unconsciousness as well, and these tell us that the brain is the affected organ. In the case of a lung infection, we may suffer from cough or breathlessness. So these symptoms are called as organ-specific symptoms. However, when the infectious agent has spread in a type of tissue all over the body, we call them tissue-specific symptoms. These symptoms are usually general, and it is difficult to point out the organ that has been affected. For example, HIV virus affects the immune system of the body. The virus weakens the immune system, and the individual will contract many other diseases easily. Did you know that the HIV virus does not kill humans? It is the lack of immunity that helps attract other diseases, and thus it leads to death. Such diseases only show general symptoms, and they cannot be easily detected. In our next video, we will look at the treatment of diseases.